Good evening, everyone. It's 6 o'clock, so that means the brand new launch of a very special one-day special. I've got two lovely ladies joining me here tonight. Shall we say hello right from the offset? I'm going to go to my right and say, good evening, Carol.
Hello, Catherine.
Hello,
right?
how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
You're looking very well.
Thank you. Yes.
Can't wait to see what you've got in store for us. And of course, we've got Hayley as well. Good evening, Hayley.
Hello.
Hi. Do you know, this is getting to be a little bit of a habit, this, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Isn't this your third one-day special?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, it is, yeah.
I've presented the launch of each one so far, so
yeah.
what a delight. Now, the two ladies, of course, are going to be demonstrating throughout, and we've got brand new products for you today. Let's have a look what we've got on offer for the one-day special. We've got the Gatefold Dies for you. Now, you have got choices here as well. These are beautiful. When you think of Gatefold, straight away, I think, you know, two sides folded in, a little bit, you know, if I dare say it, plain, but nothing plain about these. Aren't these absolutely stunning? I mean, we're looking at the most gorgeous samples here. Now, you've got different options, as I say, but straight away, if you're looking at the screen, you'll see that we've got a £13 saving for you as well. So a wonderful saving for everyone, and we've got Flexi available as well. We're just looking at just some of the gorgeous samples that we've got on offer. We've got new paper pads and everything coming up as well. Now, who's going to tell me all about the Gatefold Dies? Is it you, Hayley?
It could be me. So the original Gatefold Dies, we bought those, we designed those and launched, about a year ago now,
Really?
I think, and they were so popular.
Yeah.
So we have bought a bit of stock back, so there's not as many of the older Gatefold as there are the newer, but we wanted to do more of a floral collection, so these are a bit more detailed. You've got all the lacy elements in there, in the oval, the heart and the sort of a plaque, I've called it, but you also get your outside edge, so you can do your shaped cards with these. You can do your half gatefold sort of cards, so you have got that half edge in there, and then you've got your decorative detail if you want to use that. You don't have to. They do stay within the cardstock. The heart doesn't, purely because the half of it, you can't make another heart with half of a heart unless you've got a second die. But the oval obviously stays within the card as well.
That really does look like pure lace.
It is.
It's so intricate.
Gorgeous, yeah, and they cut really well as well. You know, considering how much detail there is, you won't have to put it through a million times. We will demo these, but I think some of the boards are double-sided as well, but you can see on there, I think that one's my favourite. The rose panel on there is just gorgeous.
This one certainly is double-sided. Let's give that a little bit of a flip over for you as well, so you can really appreciate not just that beautiful panel in there, but look at the gorgeous detail on the edges of these dies as well. Let me just go back to the heart. I don't know if this one's double-sided. Now, that one's going to catch me out. That one's single-sided, but the circles, let's just bring this in, the oval, sorry, I should say. I really can't stop looking at that. That is just like a piece of antique lace. It really is. There we are on the other side as well. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. And we've got the most gorgeous samples there as well. Ladies, have you done all the samples?
We have, yes.
Oh, you are clever, aren't you? You really are. Let me give you the details, though, because look on the screen there. We've mentioned the £13 saving. We're looking at the floral option at the moment. This is our newest option. I'm just going to try and bring in as many samples as I can. Of course, you've got your beautiful oval there. I can't get over that. That's going to make the most beautiful stencil as well, isn't it? You're spritzing through it.
Yeah.
How gorgeous. Then, of course, we've got the heart here as well. Now, the details are on the screen for you. We have got the original gatefolds for you as well. So we will be having a look at those. But if you may not have seen those before either, but this is brand new for everybody today. Look at that. They work beautifully in conjunction with each other as well, don't they? You can really mix it around.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously, if you want to use them without the whole gatefold element, you can do that as well.
Of course. Oh, that's pretty.
So Mum thought that one looked a bit like a book.
It does, doesn't it? In fact, I've spotted something. I had my eye on this. I love anything that's in miniature. Look how sweet this is. Isn't this beautiful? Look, using the dies as pages for the book. So you've got that decorative element there going on. And the papers, of course, we will be having a close look at later. They are gorgeous. I recognise the stamp there as well. I've seen that before. 722377 is the item number. Let's have a look at those other dies, of course. So that was the floral option that we've just seen there. 10% of that has already gone. Wow. Let's have a look at the others, though. Now, the originals, Hayley did mention it there. We don't have as much stock of the originals, and already almost 20% of the day's stock has gone. That's the full 24-hour stock. This is the first time I've seen these. These might be the first time you've seen them. If you want to go for this particular option, I would say be very, very quick on it. £13 saving, £46.97, 722377. We do have the flexes for you as well. We've got the 2 payments of £23.49. Now I'm just going to bring in the boards for the original collection as well. I'm going to check to see these are double-sided as well. This first one isn't, I've got to say. Now again, I'm holding these horizontally, but these work either way up, don't they as well, Hayley?
Yeah, they do, definitely. So I don't think as well that you've got to use the whole die. So you can actually create little edges with these as well, which we will see in some of the demos. But you can just move your die further down, so you know if you wanted to make a smaller plaque or something like that. I'll make sure I fit all my demos in, but you can do so much more than just the gatefold element of this.
Beautiful. I can see pockets for your albums here as well again.
Yeah.
You know, with those beautiful shapes. Oh, you shouldn't have seen that one. I just saw a glimpse of something like that. Oh, it's double-sided. No, it was just a number. It was just a number, not to worry. There we are. And of course, what we call, well, we don't call it waste anymore, those little fallout pieces, very useful indeed as well. Now, they're really nice as pockets, I think.
They are, and they're huge as well. You know, they are good sizes to make your card bases. So if you're just doing your square cards at the moment, maybe you want to change it up a little bit, just put that against your fold of your card and you've got a card shape then.
Oh, gorgeous. But we've got a lot to get through as well. We're busy already on those. Do you know which option are you going for? The original. Oh, half the stock of the original is gone. There are many of you that won't have seen this before. Remember that. Let me just show you a few more finished samples as well. I'm just going to randomly pick up because they're all as beautiful as each other. Do you know, there's some really pretty colours coming up as well. Do watch out for the papers we've got. Look at this. How beautiful is that? You know, you can see there how the gorgeous shapes do work. So it doesn't have to be, as Hayley said, that it doesn't have to be a gatefold card. Let me show you this as well. Let's have a look at... Look, this is definitely not a gatefold card, is it? Isn't this beautiful? How lovely. What a lovely little album. I mean, you could make notebooks, you could make little photo albums, little scrapbooks as well. Do you know, the options are absolutely endless. And as always, we've got lots of other goodies for you available. But do you know what? We're very busy from the word go. Just hearing, do you know, almost 2/3 of the stock has gone at the original dies. Now, we've checked, we've begged, we've pleaded. We've held Carol down. We've tried everything, but we can't get any more stock of the original Gatefold dies.
This was our backup demos as well.
Is it? Oh,
no. Might be the floor.
Oh, gosh, I'd forgot about that.
Hayley's looking rather worried, I can tell you at this point as well. Oh, dear. Let's have a look what else we've got for you as well. I did keep mentioning the papers, didn't I? Wait until you see these. Oh, no. Another update for you. The original Gatefold dies are now limited stock. Honestly, there's no more. We're not going to come back and say you can have some because there is no more for you. Right, the papers. Oh, these are stunning, absolutely stunning. I love the boards that the ladies put together for us as well. Now, you've got 3 8x8 pads here. These paper pads, beautiful, beautiful quality. Gorgeous as well. Look at the designs here. I love how the ladies do these boards because you've got kind of a snapshot of everything. Now, you are getting 3, so you've got different colour options. Well, not options because you're getting them all, but you've got those different colour palettes there. I've got to say, Carol, I'm absolutely loving this one with the almost apricot colours, the mint green in there.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of those colours about, you know, and it is one of my favourite colours.
It is
the
beautiful.
peachy colour, yeah.
Makes you feel all spring-like and smiley, doesn't it? Love it. Very fresh colours. I've got to say, though, well, they're all beautiful, but I've got a soft spot for this one as well because this is kind of muted, vintagey colours in there as well. Do you know, you can stamp over the top, you can spray, you can die cut, you can shape, you can do all those different things. Wow, we are busy. 782412 is the item number. Almost a quarter of the papers have gone. Can I just check on the GSM of those ladies?
120.
120, there you go. Beautiful.
We were fighting to answer then.
Do you know, it was like having 2 very well-taught speakers either side of me there. Love it, love it.
When you get the blank look, Catherine, you just move to it.
Now, let's move on again because we've got some stamps and we've got some dies for you as well. Now, these obviously correspond. You can see that. Love these, Hayley, because you're well known for your flowers, your dies, your stamping onto your papers as well. We've just seen those beautiful papers. You've got a lovely selection here of great size flowers as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm terrified now that I say the next thing. And these have been out before, but again, we've restocked, so we've not got as much stock of them as we would like.
Oh.
And the allocated stock that we had, we sold out of. So this is the only place you can actually get them, sorry.
Is this another one when they're gone, they're gone?
They're gone at the moment. If there's enough demand, I can get them back, yes.
Right, okay. So I would say be quick, but we are busy on these already. You are shopping ahead. Almost 20% of the stock has gone, $29.99. You are getting 15 dies there. You're getting 15 stamps as well. I mean, obviously, you can use these individually as well, Hayley. You could stamp out and not bother die cutting. You could just stamp and overlay.
Of course you can, yeah.
You could die cut with other papers you've got as well. And
I love doing that. I love that you don't have to have a stamped edge. You know, because sometimes you're doing a white on white project and you don't want to put a stamped mark on there. You don't want to say use brown or black or something like that. So it's nice to just be able to do crisp white with dies if you want to.
I totally agree. But the detail in there is just the right balance, isn't it? You've got that gorgeous detail in there, a little bit of inking maybe. It's entirely up to you. Very busy on those. 854562. Now we've got some more dies. Now these are very pretty as well. These are really lovely actually. I have got a little board for you here as well. Let's have a look at the detail here. Now I've got two sides to this board as well. We will be showing you in a second. We're just looking at the dies there first of all. Now details on the screen again, value for money again here, just $14.99 for 3 dies. Now you can see by the board or the side of the board I'm showing now, Hayley, that you've got different options, cutting into the card, cutting out of the card, cutting also on the edge of the card. If I just flip this one right, how pretty is that? Yeah, so these were kind of like an afterthought because I kind of wanted them to work with the Gatefold dies, but also these are completely standalone. Like you can do your decorative card shapes with these as well. Maybe if your budget doesn't stretch to the bigger bundle, this is a great way for you to do shaped cards with a smaller price tag on there. And it is literally a similar sort of gatefold concept, but you can put the edges and make it all decorative like that. That is so pretty, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. And I can see you could paper piece here very easily as well if you wanted to. Let me just bring in this one, the black, the white and the red together. I mean, that's a statement if ever I've seen one. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, you've got so many options here. This next one actually, using what we would sometimes class again as the fall away pieces there. Yeah, absolutely. So I've put the paper pad pieces back in there, and then I just thought it'd be a really nice cover for a photo album or something like that. Absolutely gorgeous. And these papers, don't they just work beautifully with everything? They do. It really does scream spring, this show. Oh, it really does. Oh, I've fallen in love with this colour scheme. $14.99, 3 dies in total there, but you've got far more than 3 options of how you work with these. This is the set that you're looking at here. 334321 is the item number. Now, something else that you are shopping ahead for. Let's have a little look at what we've got now because, right, okay, details. Shades of Sparkle ink and re-inkers have just come and gone. There we are. There they are. There's the details. Oh, it's a happy hour deal. Oh, these have been popular before as well. If you haven't got yours, grab these. Look at the saving. £28 saving. Now, you've got the re-inkers there. Of course, you've got the ink pads. They have got that little bit of sparkle in there, haven't they, Hayley? They're really, really pretty. And you can, you know, they're not just for stamping. You can paint with these. You can do lots of things, can't you? Absolutely, yeah. So they are dye-based, which means you can use your water brushes with them. And you can do a lot more techniques because you've got the solid ink as well as the ink pad. Obviously, treat them like normal ink pads as well. But you can do so much more than just stamping an image. You certainly can do. Grab yours today, £36.95. It is a happy hour deal, so that price will only be relevant for this hour. But if you're going for the one-day special, you can split the cost of those as well. Even though it's a happy hour, you can still add other things into your basket. Oh, right, now then, I remember these. Look at what we've got here. Look at the saving on this one. Right, ignore limited stock. I know we're doing well, but it's not quite that well on this one yet. We'll just change the details there for you. Now these were the last one-day special, weren't they, Hayley?
They were, yes. And we did order a bit more stock for the one-day special, so we've just got a bit of extra. And I was just thinking, well, I can use these for pockets on my journal that you can see I've been making. I'm not really a journalist, so using these Gatefold dies to make journals has been great. And these have got so many corner pieces and lots of decorative elements in there.
They really have. They're absolutely stunning. There's some great inspiration on the front of the packaging. In fact, I've just noticed the card that I've picked up. I can't really call that a card. It's such a statement piece, isn't it? But that's on the front of the packaging there. This is beautiful. I do remember from doing that show as well, Hayley, that you can, well, if you make these in the way that you were demonstrating on air, you can fold all of these flat, although they're really sort of big sort of statement pieces. They will go flat as well.
Yeah, so you can pop, for instance, that card will go into an A4 envelope if you wanted to do it like that, or you could fold it down and make it into a 6x6 envelope, so you've not got to necessarily have something massive. And again, this one, like you say, it folds flat, so you can post them pretty easily, or you could gift them, maybe if you wanted to wrap them up in cellophane, treat it like a gift as well as a card.
Now, I know this one will flip. Look at this one here. Look, absolutely beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Love those. Well, we can split this one down for you as well. You've got that £37 saving, 3 payments here. So if you are going for these and anything else is going in, you can split 3 ways. £44.99 is all you need to pay today. That's £37 saving. Now, if you're going for this and you are going for the one-day special as well, it makes it $15.66 each payment. Because it's 3 payments, of course. It was 2 on the one-day special, it's 3 on here, so the one-day special, it's reducing down what you're paying right now. And then, of course, you can budget for the time ahead. 940835 is the item number on those. If you missed out last time, then this is your chance to grab those. Now, we do have something else to tell you about before we get to demonstration, and then it's there, look, right on the screen. I'm so pleased because this is a great bundle for you. $12.99 is going to get you this collection of the 8 pieces. Now, I'm saying 8 pieces, you've got double-sided in there, you've got the liquid glues or the PVA glues in there, you've also got the low-tack tape, Carol, haven't you?
Yes, low-tack tape, yes, we've not done that before. So that is very handy for putting your dies, you know, if you want to place them on your card before you cut them. Yeah.
Wonderful. And we've got sticky pads in there as well.
Yeah.
So to me, that is an essential kit, and you can get yours for $12.99, 639936. There we are. Oh, I'm getting an update. Oh no. Start panicking. Right, okay. The original dies, the Gatefold dies, they're very limited. Almost all of the stock, this is the original Gatefolds, lots of you have seen them for the first time. Almost all of the stock is currently in people's baskets. If you really want to secure them, check those baskets out. Now, the Floral Collection, that's the heart, the oval and the rectangle with those beautiful panels in there. Almost 60% of the full 24-hour day's stock has gone. So I think we'd better go to demonstration before we sell out. Hayley, over to you.
I was just going to say, Lottie's so chilled in my ear. She's just like, oh, we'll go to demo then. No panic. Right, so this is the card that we're going to make first off then. So I'm using the panel there to do what I would call the reason for these dies. So it's probably not really what you'd class as a gatefold, is it? You know what you say, you fold in the 2 sides, but this is more of a, to me, a gate just means like a fold, any sort of bits that fold together. So that's what we've got here, and we've used the half edge there to create this plaque in the centre and the decorative detail as well. So to create this card then, I've got my measurements for you. So I've got just a piece of paper here. So I've scored at 2.5 again, so 5, 1 inch, so 6, and then 2.5 again, which made it 8.5.
Lovely stuff.
So that is how I do these cards. And I just score the 2 middle lines at the top. I don't know if we can just see that crease.
Coming in nice and close, Hayley. Oh, I can see it. There it is. Yep, we can see it.
Doesn't matter. I think I score about 1 inch down anyway, so that then we can join those 2 lines with the shaped edge piece.
Okay.
Get my hair off of there. So then I would then just put these 2 together near those lines there, and then just secure that with my washi tape. So then that's going to mean that I've not got a score down of this plaque then. And whilst we're doing that, I'm going to pop my detail die on there as well, just secure that for where it's going to go on this plaque. And then we can run this through, and you'll be able to see it is really detailed, and I've put it in the middle of the machine. I'm hoping it's going to go through and cut through the first time, but failing that, you can just rotate it round and then cut it through again. It's not a problem. And this is what it's going to create when it's completed.
So it looks really complicated, Hayley, but it's not.
It does, and that detail there, it just makes it so elegant, doesn't it? And like you say, the lacy
Elegant
detail
is a really
as well.
good word, yeah.
That oval, for instance. Right, so it's not cut through perfectly. I did put a shim in there as well. So then all I would do is just rotate it around and put it through again. But you can see we have got a lot of that detail coming through there, so I won't bother running it through again, just so that we can see.
Okay, yeah, lovely.
Right, so then we'll take this off. And a lot of this detail, like I say, it has cut out. You'll be able to just give it a knockout there. And then with this same die, I'd then just rotate it round like this and line it again with my lines. Yeah. And then I've done it offset so I can pop flowers around here. But then you can build that up as much as you like, but like I say, they've popped out. They do come out really easily. Obviously take your time at home, but I don't want to keep wasting time.
Things, haven't we?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, unfortunately, Hayley, do you know, the days at the moment are not there where we can help with the pokey tool. We used to love doing that as presenters. We used to stand and poke all the bits out for everybody. Can't do it at the minute, unfortunately.
Right, so I have got another demo of this for tomorrow, hopefully. Well, probably not. I'm hopeful, but not very. So I'm just using the papers there, and the way that I cut this panel then is I lay down my piece of paper around this outside edge.
Okay.
Line up my die and then take the paper away so that you can get that pattern there of the outline die.
Okay.
And then I'm just adding a bit of lace.
Very busy on the papers as well, Hayley. I'm not surprised. The colour palettes are absolutely beautiful.
Yeah,
almost
they are.
A third of the stock has gone. You can split that into 2 payments, of course, if you're popping them in the basket with the one-day special, or 3 ways if you're going for the other collection.
Right, so I've just popped some paper and some lace just down the 2 ends there, just because I wanted to tie that in with the nice fancy panel there that we've got. So then I'm going to use the designer floral stamps. And I like to die cut first because I find it easier then to die cut a lot at once rather than line it up with my stamp every single time.
Okay. Now what you're doing here is such a good tip, isn't it, with lining up once you've die cut with your stamps as well. So if you've never seen this before, everybody, take notes. It is very clever.
So I've saved this piece. So this is just a scrap piece of craft card that I had, and I've cut my 3 sizes that I'm going to use out and then popped my die cut back in, because like I say, I like to die cut first because I can put through 4 or 5 different layers, rightly or wrongly, and get all my flowers done at once, and then I can go back in and stamp this way. Because sometimes it can be quite time consuming, especially like when we're prepping demos and things. I'm sure you realise that if you're stamping every single one and lining your die up every single time.
Yeah, totally agree. Sometimes I just like to have a few hours just die cutting and nothing else, you know, so I've got bits and pieces ready. And I think when you've got new collections like this, it's nice to cut out everything or stamp everything out so you can really see what you've got to play with before you sort of start on a project.
That's it.
Love the detail there.
Yeah, I love the stitching on these ones. There's something about little bits of stitching that makes me happy.
I'm not surprised. Although, again, the papers are just gorgeous.
Right, so I'm putting the 3 of these together, and I'm just going to concertina fold these petals there. And this really lends itself to the frilling sort of technique there because it's got a frilly edge. Yeah,
but it's easy to do. We can see that, and you've got those 3 layers together there, but it makes such a difference. I'm just going to take this opportunity to let everybody know how busy we are on the phone lines. It's getting busy and busy at the moment. Currently on the phone lines, we've got about 5 minutes waiting time. If you can use the website or go to the app, that's the quickest route. The original Gatefold dies are all in baskets. Now I do know, I get this, and this is true, we don't make this up, we do know that some people are popping things in the basket, probably thinking about other things going in there as well, and then the basket's timing out. That's when things jump back out. If you want to secure, especially the original dies, because there is no more, when they're gone, please check those baskets out. Keep refreshing your baskets, because you might think that everything's there and then suddenly it's not. So refresh those baskets, and anybody that looks like they're going to miss out, keep those fingers poised just in case any do bounce back. Right, Hayley.
Right, so I'm just layering up some of the smaller flowers. In the very vintage paper pad, you do get this, it's gorgeous like brown sort of colour, but it's got the music script over the top. So I don't know if you can even see it. We might be able to see it on the actual pad. But you can see it's got like a gradient to it.
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
And it's really pretty. So all I'm doing with these, instead of frilling all of them, I'm just going to crease them down the centre. Okay. And that way we'll definitely get a second demo in.
Right, just in case anybody's wondering, Carol is still at the side of me. She's very quiet, but she's still here. There she is. There she is. Just don't like to leave her out at all.
All right, honestly.
Right. So I'm just popping this third one into the centre there. I have offset the petals a little bit as well, just so we've got that raised frill there. And then just lifting up the petals of these
Perhaps a third of the stock gone, everybody.
Oh, wow.
Busy, busy start.
Very. On the original as well, the card, I picked up a bit of the roses there with the sparkle inks. I don't know if we can see that, it is very pale. But you can obviously then pick up all the roses.
Yes, we can see.
So you can just see a little hint of lilac and green on there.
Yeah.
Just to tie in with those flowers.
Gorgeous. Wow.
Right, so I'm not going to do that on this card, but I am going to add the flowers on in the same sort of way.
Don't miss out on that happy hour deal for the sparkle, the shades of sparkle and the ink and re-inkers. It's a whole collection. You are saving £28, almost half the stock has gone. £36.95. That price will go up at the end of this hour. I don't know that there'll be any left though, because half the stock has gone. Do not miss out on these. 826028. Oh, just as Hayley's gluing as well, can we just tell you about the storage? We did see this. I remember Carol, in fact, she's got one at the side of her right now. Don't miss out on this as well. Pop this into your basket if you're going for the inks. £9.99. This comes ready cut for you. You just build it together. You can decorate, but it's going to house not only the re-inkers, but also those ink pads as well. This is really, really clever, and what a great price at just £9.99. Do you know what, if you're buying this as a gift for someone as well, I would want that on my desk because it keeps everything organised. But I think as a gift with the inks and the pads in there as well, somebody's going to be very, very happy, aren't they? 418936 is the item number. That is such a lovely idea, Carol, isn't it?
It is. It's amazing because you can keep everything tidy on your desk. This sits at the side of me when I'm working at home or at work, but you've got like your little bits that you can, so they don't dig about a deal, you know. So,
do you know what I love as well?
And it just slides in.
And I'm sure this was part of the design, this will have been thought about, but it's a point that I would make because the depth is just right, so you can see the top of the bottles and you can see the colours there without it just sort of being sunk down too far.
That's
so all you're getting is the white lids.
Yeah,
love it.
That's it.
Love it. Wonderful stuff. 418936. Back to Hayley.
Right, so I've just popped all my flowers on there, and I'm just going to add a little bit of the Dinky Ink. It's just around the edge of this plaque here that we've done the edging with. So I'm just using a door, but obviously you can use your ink blending sponges or your brushes or things like that if you want to. But I'm just adding a little bit of ink just around the edge there.
Lovely stuff.
So I was just going to pick that up a little bit and just raise it away from the pale pink in the background.
And we can see how beautifully those flowers are holding because you shaped them as well there, Hayley. 120 GSM, the paper, but it shows how strong that paper is.
Yeah, absolutely. It does really hold the creases, so you're not going to make them and then them just fall flat again.
No.
Right, so I'm just using one of the sentiments. This says Happiness Blooms from Within. So this is in the Happiness Blooms stamp collection.
Lovely.
So I'm just going to trim this down. Can just trim along the edge. I would do this with my trimmer at home, but I've only got scissors to hand. So, and if it's not that straight, it'll be fine.
And again, a little bit of ink just to tie everything in.
Yeah, it really lifts it away from the white of the cardstock then. So then we can just pop this.
Oh, that really is an elegant card, isn't it?
It is.
Beautiful.
I also want to say as well, you know the adhesive bundle with the foam tape? Just opening new of mine. It's really handy and it doesn't stick to your scissors either.
Oh, nice.
So as you take your scissors away, it does just literally peel away.
Oh,
so I know a lot
bonus.
of people have a lot of trouble with foam tape that sticks and it ruins your scissors, doesn't it?
It does.
And there we
That's
go.
good.
So I've added
Hayley,
a few
it's
little
so
butterflies.
pretty. Look at this. I
I'd
adore
love
the
that
colour
as
scheme.
a wedding invite or something. Can you imagine if you just did that as
Do you
all your
know,
invites?
it works so beautifully. I mean, everything about that, and I adore the lace that you put. It just ties in with the papers, ties in with the dies. It is beautiful. There we go. Oh, what a lovely first demonstration there from Hayley. Now, let's have a recap of the one-day special. Now, the original bundle has gone. Oh, well done, those that got it, that's all I can say. We do still have, of course, the floral bundle. Now, we will show you this because it is brand new, so nobody's seen that before. 2/3 of the new bundle has already gone. This is the launch show, remember. This is from our 24-hour stock. So this is your time to start checking those baskets out. Let's have another look at the new dies. Now, you have got two payments of £23.49. I will show you the double side where it needs to be shown. I still can't get over that. That, to me, looks like you've got a proper doily or a piece of lace that you've just cut. I adore the border, Carol, on that as well.
Yeah,
it's so pretty.
Yeah, it is. It's really pretty lace effect. And same as you say, if you stencil through that or spritz through it, it would be amazing.
It really
Or you
will.
could just colour your little bits of flowers on there.
Very true. Very, very true. Now, of course, you've got 3 sets of dies here. This is the reverse of the board I've just shown you. So we're still looking at one die set at the moment. And remember, it might say gatefold, but these are no ordinary gatefolds, and they don't have to be gatefolds at all. Let me just give that a spin round so the heart's the right way up. You see, again, I can see that heart being used as a beautiful little pocket as well.
Yeah. Yes,
really,
it would, wouldn't
really,
it?
yeah, it would, definitely. Oh, that one's not got anything on the other side, but this one, look at the detail on the edging of this one again. And that beautiful panel there with the roses. Do you know, everything's been thought about for you. All you need to do is get your die cutting machine out, get your cardstock, and away you go. Maybe just add in the paper pads though, if you haven't already done so, because I just think they're a marriage made in heaven. Let me just move those boards for a little while. Let me show you a few more samples again. We've got some beauties around the studio as well. Now, I am going to take this opportunity as I'm showing you these as well, just to say there will be other things on the website that we've not even mentioned yet, such as the adornments. They are beautiful. We often see, I think Carol's got some of the adornments, the natural ones, but we're looking at the dies at the moment. Let me just bring that in a little bit closer. Again, using those papers, the very, very pretty colour palettes that you've got there. Another one in the same sort of colours as Hayley's just used there. I'm really loving this colour scheme. Look at that. Again, a clever way of using the dies, Carol.
That's it. So that one's on the fold that flaps over, which, same as you say, you can use those in your journals and things,
Yeah.
you know, and pop a little pocket in there as well.
And definitely portrait way as well as
definitely
horizontally, the landscape way as well. And of course, any colours go, anything works. It really does. Look at this one as well. How pretty is this? But those gorgeous paper pads that we've got on offer today, they really are very, very pretty indeed. So don't miss out. Now, if you're going for the one-day special, the details are there for you. £13 saving. 2 payments of £23.49, 722377. I am just going to let you know again, refresh those baskets. If you're leaving things sat in those baskets, they may have a tendency to jump out. You might not even realise it. Refresh the baskets. Make sure they're there. Don't risk it. If you want the one-day special, 2/3 of what we've got left, because we've already had a sell-out, 2/3 has already gone. That's on the new Gatefold Dies, of course, those beautiful florals. Now, on the website, everything is there, including the stamps that Hayley was just telling us about. We've got all the dies and everything. The paper pads are there. The adornments will be there. The happy hour will be there somewhere as well. Do make sure that you're having a look at everything. Don't forget about your essentials as well. You've got your glue bundle there. Oh, the storage with the happy hour. Don't miss out on that. 5-star reviews on that one. It's such a neat little idea, that one. The bundle, look at the saving on that bundle. If you missed out on last time's one-day special, wow. Look at the freedom saving here. That freedom price has come right down to £121.46. These dies are absolutely amazing as well. What you will create with these will just blow everybody's socks off. Originally, those dies were £42.99. So do the sums yourself, add them up. If you want them individually, they're there, but of course, with the bundle, you're saving lots of money. Also, the embossing folders are absolutely gorgeous. I love the packaging of Dreamees as well. How pretty is that? So do have a look at those. But do you know what? We're going to put the other lady to work next. Carol.
Oh, my turn.
It's your turn.
Right, so we're going to create this card now then. So this is using the floral edges and some of the MDF embellishment sheets what we've got.
Oh, how pretty is that?
We should have those on the website. So first of all, I'm just going to cut these out just so you can see them.
Okay. The MDF, is that the bundle where, is it a pick and mix where you get some of the sheets?
I think it is still a pick and mix,
do have a look, there's lots to choose from.
Oh, there's loads, yeah.
£9.99.
Yes, I think it's
There
3
are
of the
details
A4 embellishment sheets.
Yeah, well worth a look actually. You get a lot for your money.
Pop this through.
£9.99 for any 3.
Yeah, and they are really amazing. They're 2mm, but that's all you need for your card.
Of course.
You know, they are nice to just pop on your cards.
And you've packed out every single sheet there, Carol. There's no waste whatsoever.
You're lucky if you can pick 3.
Well, you don't have to, as long as it's multiples of 3. You
That's
can go
it,
for
yeah,
more.
exactly. Right, so this is what I wanted to just show you, this one cut out. So obviously I've cut this like this, so you could leave it in your card if you wanted to, or cut it out, or that would be your edge. So that is the floral edges.
Lovely.
And then I have just cut a couple of flowers out, which are the designer florals are these, yeah, designer florals. So just because I'm going to be using these, so I thought I'll show you them actually cut out. Dead easy. You have got your stamps as well to go with those, so, you know, if you wanted them stamped, that's fine. Right, so what I've done here, I've done this already, so I've cut my edge. So what I did, was the edge along the card.
Right,
This might be the other side of it, but yeah. And then on my paper, I've cut the edge and the detailed bit. So then this is going to mat onto there. But also I was thinking if you wanted to leave that little bit of an edge on purple.
Like that, you know.
Do you like it like
that?
that?
I do like that.
Right, we'll go like that then, Catherine.
Okay.
We'll go for
actually, that brings me to a question then, Carol. If you're cutting the edge to your paper, is it advisable to have your paper bigger than you will need it? Decide where you're going to place that and then trim away.
That's what I've done, yeah. And like with this, I did leave an edge over there, which I've just cut off. But now we've decided to put it a bit further up. We'll just need to either cut that off,
or
you can
rip it up for you.
Sorry?
You can do it your way if you like.
No, it's fine. I was just thinking that'd look nice actually like that. So yeah, I don't mind, Catherine. We can.
I'm trying to save your work, Carol.
No, it's all right. Don't feel bad, Catherine, please. Right, so I'm just going to use the go-to glue now, just so it gives me a little bit of a wiggle time sooner than the tape. Obviously, you couldn't put your tape through it. I think you can get other adhesives, can't you, that cut through the dies if you wanted to. So just pop some glue on there.
Oh, I'm so glad you've not got talk back on an earpiece in, Carol.
Oh yeah, they're not talking about me, are they?
No, they're not talking about you.
Are they saying I'm silly?
They're not talking about Hayley either.
Oh right, we'll leave it there
Or
then.
our floor manager.
We'll
There's
leave
only
it.
one other person left. It could be.
What have you done wrong now, Catherine?
I don't know. I don't know, Carol.
Well, the floor manager's laughing, so oh dear. It's normally me that has to go through that, but don't worry about it. Right, so we've just decided then to put that way. And don't forget, because I'm doing it that way, obviously it will stand up that way. But if you wanted it that way, going down the side of the card as well.
It looks pretty, doesn't it?
Yeah, so I'm just going to trim this off now, just so we've got it level. If I'd have left it longer, you could turn it round on that side if you wanted to. Right, so we'll just get our layers on then. So what I've just got some lilac card, and then this paper, mind you do get all 3, don't you? So it doesn't really matter. But this is the tender teal one, which, I mean, if I say it's my favourite, they're all so lovely, aren't they? Same as you say.
I thought I'd picked a favourite, but it does change depending on you know what we see happening in front of our eyes, the different samples, and I think sometimes the mood you're in as well.
That's it. It is, isn't it? Right, so just lay that onto there, and then I'm just going to pop a little bit of the double-sided tape over here just to pop a little bit of ribbon on.
Okay, now don't forget about that adhesive bundle. You're getting an awful lot for your money, only £12.99. Double-sided tape, you've got the sticky pads in there, 2 glue bottles, and also, oh, the low tack as well is in there, don't forget.
Yeah, that's...
Dreamees haven't done that before.
No,
8
we haven't.
pieces in total. There it is, that's everything you're getting, 639,936.
Right, so then
we'll
nice
just... little bit of ribbon there.
Yeah, just to add that little bit. I know you don't see much of it by the time you've put your layers on, but we know it's there, don't we?
That's a good way of using up any little scraps.
It is, because you could just do a little bit that end and a little bit that, couldn't you? Yeah, so I'm just using this as the border, if you like, of one of the papers, so we can just see that along there. And then I've got my umbrella MDF, and I have covered this already. I've used the go-to glue, which is more than ample to cover that, and then I just trim around it with my scissors and then a nail file, but whatever your preferred thing is to file your paper back. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of faux stitching on there. And then these two will just mat on top, just to give it more of a 3D effect on there.
I love how you've coated with the opposite paper as well, so you've gone with the dots on the umbrella itself.
That's
it,
yeah.
With the floral, and that will really stand out well.
That's it. I am going to use the hot glue just onto here, just so it will grab quickly.
Okay.
So just bring that round, and you can see where it's going to go, because you've got a little bit on the top of the umbrella as well.
Yeah, easy to line it up.
Yeah. And you do get quite a few sheets in there as well that, you know, a few umbrellas in there that you can make all these different things. Right, so just move that over there, and then I'm just going to pop
That makes such a difference, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Just that couple of layers on there, then just pop a little bit of bow on there.
Oh.
But you could put a pearl in there as well, because I think we've got pearls on the show as well.
They'd be lovely for a baby shower.
It would, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah, just hold that onto there.
Oh, how sweet.
Right, and then we're just going to put some of the adornments, same as you said, the natural adornments. So in here you get the sisal, and I believe the green moss and the natural moss.
Okay, we will bring the details up for you. Well worth, again, popping these into your basket. You'll use these on your home decor pieces, your cards and everything. Again, only £12.99. You've got your natural moss in there, your green moss in there, and your white fibre as well.
The thing is, once you start using that, Catherine, you can't do a card without it. It's just something that you just have for your fillers.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. Right, so we've got that onto there, and then we'll just do the sentiment while we're going. So this is from the Blooming, is it Happiness Blooms? Happiness Blooms collection, this stamp set.
I've got the stamps here, actually.
It's the one with it's that one there, look.
Oh, you've got your copy, right, okay. Yeah. We're just watching you at the moment, Carol, but we'll show everybody. In fact, we've got a still of these to show everybody. That might be the easiest way. There you are. Beautiful. 15 stamps in total amongst those 3 sets. Now, these are lovely because you've got kind of the focal points or the larger stamp terrace. Those little butterflies that Hayley used as well are in the one with the Wellingtons. This is the one I think that Carol's using at the moment. Yes. All 3 of those, £9.70. That's where those bees came from that I spotted as well. £29.97. Lovely sentiments involved in there as well. Lots of different texts and different size texts, something for all occasions. 769,967.
Right, so we just add in the sentiment on here now then. So I've just mapped and layered that onto some more of the lilac card. And then we're going to create our flowers. So I've done 2 already, just to save a little bit of time. So I'm just using 2 of the, I don't think this is the largest one. I think there is another one larger than that in this design. But you do get your 3 designs in that collection as well. Right, so I'm just going to twist these just with my tweezers, just get the tweezers down to the centre there of each petal.
Ah, now that's interesting, because you're using tweezers, Hayley used the fingertips, so you can get different effects using tools or deciding how you do it then.
That's right, and we do like to make different flowers, shall we say, but obviously these are 3-petaled, which just brings it back to a 6-petal if you're doing it like this. But obviously you could use them in just your 3 petals or whatever you prefer.
Lovely stuff.
Right, so we're just going to pop those into there. I am using the hot glue now just for quickness.
Now with the stamps and the matching dies, almost half of the stock has gone. You are getting 15 dies and 15 stamps. Use them together, use them independently, but you've got an awful lot to play with here for $29.99, 854 562. Again, think about splitting the cost if you're going for the one-day special or our other collection where you've got a three-way payment as well. Always worth splitting things down, making it a little bit easier if you've got the opportunity.
Right, so we're just going to get some more of the little bit of sisal under where the flowers are going to go. So I'm just going to pop those on that side.
Okay.
And then we can add some moss in once we've got our flowers on. I will pop a little pearl in here as well. Oops.
Do we have the pearls available as well?
You do. They should be on, I think they might be end of call. I think they are, Catherine, yeah.
Okay.
There's a set of 3. The AB white,
Oh, nice.
AB pink and the plain mushroom.
Oh, have a look when you check your baskets out or speak to the operator. Of course, end of call options, there's no extra postage. Even if you're not a Freedom member, you don't have to add anything else. We might be able to show you those in a little while, I'm not sure. We are going to be able to show you there. There we are. We have got the pearls there at the bottom, you can see there. Oh, right, okay, we've just spotted something. Look, the faux pearls have got glue next to them and the glue has got pearls next to them. Somebody has got the pictures mixed up. So make sure you're ordering the one with the text that's correct rather than the picture. We'll see if we can get that sorted out for you.
Right, so we just add in these flowers onto here now, and we will pop a little bit. I'm using the natural moss because with this teal, I don't feel that the darker green is the right colour for me
yeah,
for
I'm
this.
with you with that actually. I think that works beautifully.
Yeah,
as it is.
it's a bit of a natural colour. But also what I have done in the past is use my dinky inkies to colour this.
Oh,
So you can just put your ink pad on there if you wanted it a bit more grey or something like that.
that's a good
And
idea.
also with the darker green, well, I say darker green, the green moss, you can make it darker with adding your
Yeah.
slate and things like that from the dinky inkies.
Oh, lovely. So even options with the natural products there
Oh,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
I've got to remind everybody about that happy hour actually because I know it's been very, very busy, but it will go up. The price will be going up. Was it £28 saving on this? Let's bring the details back so we can just check this. So you've got your Shades of Sparkle, the Ink and the Re-Inker collection. Yes, £28 saving for this hour. Do not miss out on this, 826028. Don't forget about the MDF storage to house everything as well. They all fit perfectly. Keeps everything nicely compacted at the side of you where you're working as well because the footprint isn't enormous, but it houses absolutely everything you need. £9.99 there, 418936.
Right, so the little sprigs I've just used there, they are from the Fancy Florets collection.
Okay.
So you get your flowers, your stamps, your dies, and some sprigs in 2 sets of those. And then I'm just going to add some pearls just in the centre of these flowers here, just to add that little bit of a bling there. Because it's screaming like it wants something there, whether you do a pearl or you do it in a different colour, you know, colour it in or something like that. But obviously, if you want to leave them plain, you can do.
Okay. Now everybody's been shopping ahead for that collection, the 15 stamps and the 34 dies when it comes to the Fancy Florets stamp and die collection. Flexi on this one as well, 2 payments of £22 and 50 pence and almost 20% of the stock has gone.
Right, and then what we'll do, just to finish off, we'll just put 3 little pearls just in this corner, just to add a little bit more detail up there as well.
Love those little pearls.
Oh, yeah. Again, it's these little add-ons, isn't it? You know, your embellishments that really finish your card off.
How
So,
pretty.
There we
Carol.
go. So that one is the one with a little bit of a layer on the bottom, and that's the one as I'd done originally with. So, you know, just a little bit of variation there as well.
Those. They are so, so pretty, aren't they? Now, of course, the floral edges have been used there. You can go for those, a set of 3 dies for $14.99. Gorgeous. And, of course, the MDF. Now, there are so many different options there with the MDF. Do have a look on the website. There's a pick and mix of any 3 for $9.99. Seriously, these sheets have been sort of packed out. And even the background piece, you can break that up and use it as supports if you want, or maybe use it as a stencil if you want to spritz through it as well. Great bundles to look at. Right across the board, actually, everything's busy as well. Now, let me just give you a final recap of the one-day special for now, then we'll get back to Hayley. Now, 1 or 2 of the originals, you didn't check those baskets out, have bounced back, and we're talking a minimal amount. So if you missed out, this is your opportunity. It's going to be a fight for these, I think. So do check your baskets out straight away. If you want the originals, that's the ones we're looking at right now. 1 or 2 have bounced back. 722377. That is the original, but the floral option, extremely busy. Over 70% of the full day stock has already gone. These are absolutely gorgeous, so delicate. You know, you've got that beautiful detail in there. You've got that lace effect in there. You know, we're talking about gatefolds, but we're talking about much more besides as well. Even if you just want to take out or take snippets of that lace there, would be absolutely beautiful. Do you know, there are some gorgeous samples here using the flowers and the papers as well, of course. Those beautiful colours together. Do you know, it's endless what you're going to achieve with these. Oh, I've just spotted a really pretty blue one. I don't think I showed this. Can I just quickly sneak this one in? Just because those colours have really, really caught my eye. How pretty is that? You can see the adornments in there as well. Don't miss out on those. Right, we have got enough time to head back over to Hayley. So we're going to get a third demonstration in. So Hayley, if you're raring to go.
Yes, I'm good.
Wonderful.
You really do have like a mind-reading streak.
Oh no, don't. Really? Have I done it again?
No, it's fine. It's an easel card that you picked up, and I'm actually doing one like it next. So this is going to be an easel card with the shape.
Oh, so it was the blue one. I didn't actually open it out, so nobody else realised.
I don't know if we'll get finished, so I will just build up the topper, and if we do get further, that's fine. So I'm going to use one of the embellishment sheets. So I've got my rose panel. So this is from the plaque, floral plaque, and I've just die cut around the edge there just to add the little frame. So I've got a mint green frame around that. So you do get all the elements to build this in the die set. And I'm just popping a little bit of the sisal on there. And then I've got a mushroom. So this is one of the MDF embellishments, and I've just covered the bottom half of it just using the paper pads. And I'm just going to pop this onto the centre of here. So I've not covered the top because we've got an overlay piece. So this is going to overlay over the top there, just showing the little holes of the mushroom on the top there. So again, I just covered behind, you can see on the paper, and I've just laid this over the top. I do use hot glue, but you can use whatever really. It doesn't matter if you use.
Well, many people be going for the glue bundle as well, and you get 2 pots of glue in there.
Yeah, absolutely. Glue. So now that I've got this, I'm just going to use some of the floral edges. So these are the little leaves that are in there, and I think these make really nice sort of like fillers around here. So I'm just going to pop some around the mushroom. They're
really useful actually, Hayley, because they could be branches on a tree as well, a leafy tree. They could be
so much. And these ones, the way that their dies are designed, these ones in particular, pop out of your cardstock, so they won't stay in, but that just means you can do more with them, because if they stayed within your cardstock, you'd have to snip about and try and get them out to use them. Whereas we didn't want you to have to faff about or anything, you can just craft and you've not got to worry about it. And then I'm just popping a little bit of the natural moss.
Just adding those little bits of leafy elements there has really brought the mushroom forward as well, or the toadstool forward. It looks as though it's standing more in the foreground.
Yeah, that's it. See, I wanted it to, because it's going to be a home sweet home card, obviously being a little house. Aww. I just wanted it to look like it was in situ sort of thing. Sometimes it's nice to just ground something, isn't it? So that is going to be the topper. And we won't have time to die cut, but all you do is just leave it across your crease there when you die cut him. And that then means that you've got your card base, or you can join it like I've done there. Yep. And then you add your layer on the top. And I have done a little bit of ink in already. Okay. We can pop this just on the bottom half there.
The papers that you're using there, Hayley, is that the tender teal pad?
It is, yes.
No need to worry though, because you're getting all 3 of the different colour palettes there, but it's such a pretty one, this one.
It really is.
40% of the paper pads has gone. Do you know, I've been through every one of these now, and that's my favourite. No, I've changed my mind, it's this one. No,
I know what you mean.
Yeah, it does change.
So in this die set as well, you do get a straight edge, so you can actually add your layer to the card base if you want to. So I'm just going to pop that just at an angle.
Oh, I love it.
And then if we do get a chance to put them on, I will do, but if not, I've just got some of the die cut flowers there. I've not stamped these, and I'm just going to crease up the petals just so as we open those out, they'll have a lot more texture on there. So I'm just creasing them up and then just unfolding them as well. I think there's 3 or 4 here, so we'll get a nice layered flower up. So then as we undo these, yeah, there's 4 of them. Right. So I'm just going to offset these then. And you can see, because they've got so many creases in there, it's a really full flower that we've got, even though it's only got the 3 petals there on each layer.
Oh wow, Hayley, would you believe it, we're in the last minute? Oh, no. Where has that hour gone? You're back again tonight though. Everybody, we're just watching Hayley here as she's almost completed that card actually in record time, I've got to say. Of course the ladies are back at 8 o'clock with Alex, but don't waste time checking those baskets out. We've seen what can happen. I can tell you almost 80% of the one day special has gone in the first hour. Wow, we've been busy across the board as well. You've been shopping ahead of us. I'm loving what I'm seeing Hayley doing here with this card as well. Just as Hayley's finishing off and I'm saying goodbye and giving you the final details there, let me just hold this card up as well. This is the style that Hayley's doing, but completely different. Ladies, I've got to say, well done and thank you so much. What a lovely hour. Hayley, hold your card up quickly, see if we can get a quick flash. Quick.